NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Lawrence, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Polodadon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Charlie. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Check, Mike 21. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
To throw on second and 6. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Third and long here for Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Collins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing is Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A first down throw for Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Bucky Hodges. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear. but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And it's third down. 180! Right there, 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. 18.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Michael Polodadon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Let's take it inside his own 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
7-yard line.
Hey, 18. Let's go, D, let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Michael Polodadon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Check, watch 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley 91 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
Again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Lock in, lock in.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Lawrence, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Switches. Ran.
A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go. Alert. Kill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Lawrence. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
What's the motion? Mike 9.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike, check, 59. Too low. Mike's 59. Pick it up, guys.
Trubisky will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Normally, Shuran and Sammy Watkins had it and lost it, but it'll be 2nd and goal. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
18. Set X3. 218. Chop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the default. It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 21, check. Bravo! We ain't giving them nothing to check. Hey, check, Mike 21.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the red zone now, Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Of all the routes that defenders would love to remove from offensive playbooks, I think the wheel route would rank near the top. And on that one, they almost had it, just wasn't able to come down in bounds.
Yeah, as you see right there for the running back, it's tough as you're going toward that sideline trying to stay in bounds. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, just didn't have enough real estate, as they like to say.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Right there, 56. Gotta do better. Come on,
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Trubisky. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll run it now out of the gun. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Intended that time for Cooper. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Here's Mariota, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check three.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Tighten up. One alert. You got tight. Right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
54 is Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right there. 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. A first down carry for Barkley. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown and 18th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Cooper was the target there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Taking it right down Broadway, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards, and the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Here we go.
And this is caught by Watkins. And the Bengals on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Trubisky to throw, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 42, Bengals 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have taken the lead in a very offensive-minded game. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
this is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
That's it, baby. We go work.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
56. Night, sweetheart.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
One. Hey, check 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And he's got it. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Mariota here to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up second down and goal to go.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Mariota to sneak it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week.
Okay, $30 in your pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.